morning and welcome to Dollars and Cents with Freedman Financial on North Shore 1049. My name is Marc Freedman. I'm President and CEO of Freedman Financial, located in Peabody, Massachusetts, right on Cross Street, just above Alto Forno Restaurant and right across the giant dirt lot that is the North Shore Mall. Man, that place is still a mess. They have opened up one of the roads so you can actually now circle back all the way around the mall. That was a little frustrating for a while, but man, they are bringing in lots of dirt, building up lots of stuff, and hopefully the outcome will be really exciting and really worth the wait. I certainly hope so. Still waiting for Mark Whiting to get back to me to come on this radio show so that he can tell us about the exciting things happening here at the North Shore Mall. But here we are in the studio for now. We're hanging out overlooking the North Beverly train station, the Calico Corners. Nothing that is open just yet, but we're here just watching cars go by on this wonderful summer Sunday. Hope you're having a great day. We're here to provide you with financial advice in a language you can understand. Did you get to go out this 4th of July? Did you get to enjoy the fireworks, the celebrations? Man, what a great weekend we had. Finally, there was a great weekend to celebrate. It has been miserable, it's been cold, it's been rainy, it's been lousy, but man, once July 3rd came around, man, we had a bunch of great days. Hope you enjoyed it. I got to spend some time with my friends, family, and it was just a great weekend. Anyways, lots of things that I could talk to you about today, so I'm trying to decide, to tell you the truth, what they will be as we go through the day. We've been very busy at Freedman Financial. Lots of people, for whatever reason, feel like now is the time for people to get their financial house in order. It's time to organize everything and say, you know what, I'm tired of doing it on my own. I'm tired of working with a financial advisor here, an insurance guy here, a stockbroker here, a banker here, having accounts spread all over the place, keeping my 401ks still all with all my other former employers. My wife just got a new job. The kids are starting school. My parents are starting to think about moving into a nursing home facility or a senior living facility. All these decisions. And what we do at Freedman Financial, yeah, we manage money. We manage lots of money and provide advice on investments for a lot of people. But that just is a slice in the pie. We take care of the big picture. In fact, just this past week, I got interviewed for a wealth magazine. Some company calls me up and they say, hey, Mark, we've heard about your firm. It's a national firm, national publication. I can't name it now because it's not live yet. But they did ask me, They wanted to know how we deal with wealth management. We've been doing this for 50 plus years. And they wanted to know what we do as wealth managers. And I said, well, before we start talking about what I do as a wealth manager, I'd like you to help me define what you think is wealth management. Because if you ask people what wealth management is, it's just this nebulous term. It's like, I make a lot of money. Well, what is a lot of money? I have a lot of money. Well, what is a lot of money? I'm rich. I'm poor. I'm middle class. What are all those terms? Everybody has their own definition for all of it. And when I posed the question back to the reporter and said, well, what is your definition of wealth management? They were like, they did not know how to answer that question. All they were asked to do is ask questions. They don't provide answers. So I said, so I want to turn the tables on you a little bit and begin to tell you that I think what you're getting at is wealth management being this tool where you try to bring in and help people manage their money and buy the right investments to align with their goals. I'm thinking that's what you're believing wealth management is. And I said, I think that is wrong. See, I think that wealth management is just a piece of the pie in what we call financial planning. Many stockbrokers, many people that are just in the investment business look at wealth management as the solution, and doing financial planning is something that we do to support wealth management. I look at it totally differently. I believe that in order to give you the advice that you want, in order to place your interests first, because that's what you hear about in the industry, this term called a fiduciary. What is a fiduciary? Well, it means that I need to place your interests first. Well, how can I do that if I don't know where everything is and what everything is worth in your financial life? What it starts with is the development of what we call a net worth statement. And if you've listened to the show, you're probably saying, Mark, again, you're going to talk about the net worth statement? Unfortunately, that is where it all starts. And if you're ignoring that part of the process, you're never going to have your interests placed first. We need to know where everything is and what everything is worth. So the financial planning process starts with two things: knowing where everything is and what everything is worth, and knowing what your goals are. Now, I love these goals that people will tell me. Mark, when I retire, my goal might be I want to retire. Well, so does everybody else. Or I want to travel. Well, that's nice. So does everybody else. Well, most people. Some people prefer just to sit in their backyard and light the grill every night, but that's fine too. But let's expand that. What does travel look like? What does retirement look like? What does it mean to slow down? And so we have to try to better define and crystallize what those things look like. You know, oftentimes there was this exercise that I used to play with folks that tried to help them understand what goals look like. And so let's play this exercise. That wasn't part of my plan, but we'll kind of throw this in here anyways. Let's play this exercise. I want you to imagine that you were just given all the money that you ever wanted. You were given all the money you ever wanted. What would you do with it? Think about this. If you're driving in your car, ask the person next to you. If you're thinking just laying in bed drinking coffee this morning, think about this. If you were given all the money in the world, what would you do with it? Now, some people might say, well, I'd travel, or I'd pay for my kids' education, or I'd pay off the mortgage. Well, what is all the money you've ever wanted? Have you ever given that much thought? How much is a lot of money? You know, we've talked about this in the past, where many people will say, in order for me to be comfortable or all set financially, you know what I need? I need twice of what I have right now. For whatever reason, that seems to be the national answer to the question. If I had twice as much as what I had right now, and if I was making twice as much money as I was making right now, I'd be all set. I don't know that that's true, but that's the national indication. And we've talked about the power and the challenges of the national issues. National doesn't reflect what we are here in New England. National doesn't reflect our lifestyle, our spending habits, our earning power. It's different. It distinguishes us from a variety of different segments around this country. It's different for sure. And we oftentimes don't give it as much credit as we deserve. Well, during the show today, we're going to talk about income, wealth, how to put together a financial plan. And at the end of this segment, probably in the third segment today, we're going to talk about something that you might find very interesting. And that's called the 8,000 days of retirement. 8,000 days is coming really soon. And when you're in retirement, you may know what you're going to do in the first month, second month, but what will you do in day 4,000 or day 5,000? We'll talk about that when we get back. You're listening to Dollars and Cents with Freedman Financial on North Shore 104.9.